When Donald Trump promised to rebuild American industry, he wasn't just talking about jobs. He was talking about power. But in the world of global supply chains, power isn't forged in factories anymore. It's mined, refined, and quietly controlled, mostly in China. Last week, Xi Jinping made that painfully clear. Beijing announced sweeping new export restrictions on rare earth elements, the invisible materials that make our modern world run. They're inside your phone, your car, your laptop, your fighter jet, and suddenly China can decide who gets them and who doesn't. Trump's response was fury. He threatened 100% tariffs and new restrictions on software exports. The markets immediately panicked. But behind the noise, something deeper is happening. This isn't a trade spat. It's the beginning of a resource war. For years, American leaders have promised to bring manufacturing home. Biden called it a green revolution. Trump called it economic nationalism. But both ignored one simple truth. Modern industry depends on materials America no longer controls. While Washington chased quarterly profits, Beijing built an empire out of minerals. China doesn't just dig them up. It refines them, processes them, and integrates them into everything from electric vehicles to missile guidance systems. That quiet mastery has become its most powerful weapon. When Trump raises tariffs, he can make things more expensive. When Xi restricts exports, he can make things stop. That's the difference between leverage and control. I wrote about this back in April. In my article, Trump's tariff war with China isn't just about trade. At the time, I warned that Washington might soon find itself short of aces as rare earths piled up in Chinese warehouses. Well, here we are. The cards are on the table, and Beijing is holding most of them. What makes this confrontation unique is its subtlety. China isn't cutting off the world. It's reminding everyone that it could. That's the power of dependency. It's like holding the valve of a global pipeline and only tightening it halfway. Trump's team believes tariffs can bring back factories. But how do you make electric vehicles or semiconductors without the elements that make them work? You can't tariff your way out of chemistry. Some analysts call it the empire of elements, a geopolitical system built not on ideology, but on control of the Earth's raw ingredients. And in that system, China has become what America once was, a builder of foundations. The US can launch satellites, but China controls the metals that make satellite sensors. The US can manufacture jet engines, but China refines the minerals that make them spin. In this new era, influence is measured in atoms, not armies. Europe faces the same dilemma. Its green transition depends on materials refined in Asia. Brussels talks about strategic autonomy, but autonomy requires resources, and resources are what China has spent 2 decades locking down. The West may still dominate finance, media, and innovation, but none of that matters if the machines stop running. And the materials that keep them running are no longer ours. Trump once mocked Zelensky for having no cards. But in this game, the one who holds the minerals holds the world. Xi didn't out-talk Trump. He outweighted him. The real empire of the 21st century isn't made of nations or ideologies. It's made of elements. And China, for now, owns the table where the game is played. If you found this analysis interesting, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and visit westernrelations.com for deeper stories on politics, power, and the shifting world order.